we have a whole bunch of new fragrances and we're gonna smell them. Are you excited? Look,
Yeah.
there's a whole, in front of us, basket of new fragrances. Most of these were sent to me. Some of them we're opening right now. Some of them I've already smelled. Lots of exciting goodies. Let's jump in. I want to start with a really good one that I did open and got super excited about. This is from a newer brand called Hima Jomo. So it's inspired by the Himalayas. Hima as in short for Himalaya, and Jomo as in joy of missing out, which I didn't read too much on the concept, but I'm like, I relate. Like, I don't have FOMO, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like upset about not going somewhere. I have the Jomo. Like, I'm like really happy.
Is that a thing, or did they make it up?
I don't know, but it's a thing now. I'm about the Jomo, so this brand resonated with me because I like really like to miss out on things. I'm just, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So this one is winter. I looked at the notes. They have 4. There's seasons: winter, autumn, spring, and summer. And this one seemed the most intriguing to me. It has mint, kind of piney facets. Oh my god, it's amazing.
So I haven't smelled any of these, but I will give you my opinion on them. Ooh, that is nice. It's a very airy mint.
Cooling, very cooling. Even though it's called winter, it's not that you would wear it in the winter. It gives you the essence of winter in the Himalayas.
Yeah, if it was like you were on the mountain and then it was kind of blowing and then just mint.
Well, I guess it represents the snow and the ice is the cooling effect.
Snow, ice, mint, a lot of air, a lot of like breeze.
It's very like refreshing, cool, foresty mint. This is a newer brand that was introduced to me. I may have a promo code. If I do, it's the Scented 10. My code is the Scented 10 for almost everything, and it'll all be in the description. Winter and autumn are my absolute favorites. Autumn is like kind of a spicy, warm one. I feel like that one is next for me. But winter is totally appropriate for this weather.
Yeah, if somebody wants a fragrance that's a very, like not very fragrancy, very like natural smelling, and you're a fan of mint and you just kind of want to have that like minty mist on you with a very airy kind of thing to it, yeah, give that one a try.
Okay, here's one that I did purchase this from Dior. Ambre Nuit had been on my wish list for a really long time. I went ahead and with the 250, that's the largest that they had. This is my favorite kind of rosy, patchouli, amber scent.
But I like honestly everything from that collection pretty much.
The entire Dior Privé collection is the best.
Oh yeah, okay, so that's nice. That's really nice. But yeah, again, like I think literally every single one of them is very nice. Like I don't know, ambery, smoky, kind of very unisex. Like I would love to wear that. And a lot of those I do, and we do share them together.
Yeah, I think we share all of them, and they're equally good on both of us. We got one here from Monegal. You came the other day home. You weren't a huge fan. So I received this from the brand Ramon Monegal. They have really great fragrances. Their presentation is beautiful. This one is called Siesta. So truth be told, the fragrance itself is not for me. But I do love their presentation, and it's very unique that it comes in a little like plastic cylinder with a little cloth. Very bougie. I can't spray this even. This has the ambery, woody type of scent that I find in Herba Pura, Amica Spiritual. Those, you know, that sharp kind of scratchy smell. And for me, it's just, that's all I can smell. I can't actually smell the fragrance for what it is because that particular aroma chemical is just so overwhelming. That's it.
I didn't remember what it was until I sniffed it, and yeah, I mean, that is like 100% chemicals. Like, yeah, if you're sensitive to that stuff like we are, it doesn't really even matter what it smells like anymore. It's just kind of a hard no. And you'll notice that scent right from the beginning and you're like, oh, it's one of those.
Yeah, I can't even smell the notes because that's so overwhelming. So this is one of those rare times that I am going to tell you what's in there from reading the notes. It's supposed to be a woody vanilla that is powdery. I actually don't get any of that. There's cedarwood, lemon, and honey. Vetiver I do get vetiver. Vanilla, iris, musk, jasmine, tonka. The notes sound to me amazing. And in fact, they don't even list that ambery woody note, but that, whatever that ambery woody note is in a lot of fragrances. And some people have named the actual aroma chemical.
Yeah, what is it? When we say the chemical-y stuff, I know that sounds annoying, but what is it? Like, what is it actual thing that makes it smell like that?
Somebody has commented the name of the actual chemical, and it's like a chemist name. I don't know the chemistry name. So
Okay.
those of you that know, please comment it. If you are sensitive to it and you smell it in Herba Pura and you smell it in those, it makes a fragrance really last long, but in too much of an overdose, it just like, that's all you can smell, and it feels like needles in your nose. So that's the best way I can describe it, but I don't know the chemical name of it. But I would love to know. So that's in there, but for those of you who are not sensitive to that note, it should be a nice woody vanilla, and I hope that it smells good for you, but I can't smell the fragrance.
Do you think Bernie likes it? He just came when we opened that.
He might. Do you like this? He likes it. He likes it. A lot of you guys missed Bernie. Bernie's here.
Bernie,
Hi, Bernie.
be honest. Do you really like that? Oh, you just want me? Okay, sorry.
It's a flop. Another one that I received, Le Caisse Parfum, and this is Liqueur BPM. So the bottle is beautiful. I do love the brand. I love a lot of the fragrances that they create. Same thing for me here. Like, I smell this sharpness. It's a lot less than in the other one. In fact, this one's actually not too bad. It does smell like very boozy. You can't smell it until the dry down. Actually smells really nice right now. It's just in the dry down.
But even from you spraying it over there, Bernie's sneezing everywhere.
Poor guy.
Okay, so this is a good example of a fragrance where I like the idea and I feel like they could make it better, but I'm still getting a little bit of that fake kind of. But the blend is good.
Generally, all of their fragrances are outstanding. But yeah, the blend is good. Everything is good. I like everything about it. It's like tobacco, sweet, boozy. Everything here works. There's even like a cooling kind of, smells like absinthe in a way.
Yeah.
It's like Jaeger or something vibes, you know?
Right.
It's just, you know what, on the dry down, on paper, the very first time that I smelled it, I could smell this sharpness. But right now,
It's
I
a
can't
bit,
really smell
yeah,
it.
it's a bit synthetic. I wish it just smelled a bit more natural.
Yeah.
Whatever kind of things they used on it, it could be very good. But yeah, if you're sensitive to that kind of stuff, maybe be careful with it, but it is good.
Then I have Oolong Cha from Nishane. This has been on my wish list for a long time. It's a tea scent. I love tea scents. I wanted something refreshing, kind of citrusy tea. This is so underrated. Like, this is truly amazing.
Ooh, that's nice.
Mmm.
Yeah, it kind of smells like what the color of the bottle looks like.
Yeah. Is that your signature phrase? Kind of smells like the color.
Yeah, sometimes they don't.
Sometimes they don't.
No, that's a very, like, refreshing tea with maybe a little bit of lemon.
Actually, this one has a little bit of fig. Maybe this is the fig that you've been looking for.
Don't smell it. It's a very simple scent, but for the people looking for that, like, that's what it is.
It's very long lasting too. I wore it one day and it lasted me the whole day. Perfect for summer, warm weather, very refreshing daytime. Like, you can't dislike the scent. There's nothing to dislike here. There's nothing weird about it. It's perfectly balanced, like great quality. Yes, it is luxury. Yes, it is expensive. But if you're looking for a really good green tea scent, like, this is ticking all the boxes.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? That rock and roll tea or whatever?
Oh,
Isn't that also another one that's like very like just straight up like tea?
yeah, I haven't smelled that one in a while. This is my favorite, I think, from all the Nishanes. I also really liked 100 Silent Ways, but I don't see that one around much lately. I don't know if it's been discontinued. And I got Creed Wind Flowers. This also has been on my wish list.
Ooh, that's actually really good. It's a floral, but like, it's really floral, but like a fresh, really floral.
It would be, I think, a perfect like summer date scent. Daytime, nighttime, special occasion, like anything. Very
Oh,
upscale.
that's actually really good. I feel like most of the fragrances that smell like that are also really intense, and you're like, oh, like way too much flower in my head. This is like the perfect, airy, like breezy floral.
Yeah.
That's really good.
It has a nice balance of like sweet florals, but also something that's a little bit like tangy. Do you smell a little bit of tanginess? Initially, I thought there was like passion fruit in there or something, but it's peach.
Yeah, I
There's-
guess so, yeah.
There's something a little bit tangy. It makes it really interesting. It's not just like a, oh, it's floral, oh, it's whatever, right? Like, there's a little touch of something special and unusual in here. I think really, really nice. The smell's super luxe.
Yeah, it does. I think even people that might not like florals would appreciate that.
Yeah. It has almost a little bit of even dare I say, gourmand facets, because I think there's a note of like praline, there's some sweetness. As it dries down, it does develop. It is a really, really beautiful scent.
I don't know if I would dare.
You wouldn't dare?
I don't think so.
Well, I wore it one time, so it does develop a little bit, but it's just a hint. Like, there's a sweetness.
It's just a perfect, like, beautiful area. Like, I don't know, you're in a garden or something and the wind's blowing and it's like just right. It's really good.
Yeah. So those two, the Nishane and the Creed, those are from So Avant-Garde. They're really great niche boutique. I do have a 20% off code with them. It's Yana20, and you can save 20% on basically everything. So 20% off Creed is pretty sweet. And what have we next? Okay, let's go cheapy territory. We're gonna go cheapy territory from like $300-400 to like $20. But I'm like so impressed with this scent. This is just a random, like, the notes looked good and I was like, cool, let's try it. It's like a soapy.
It doesn't look like a $20 bottle.
No. For a cheap fragrance, amazing, I think.
That's like one of those laundry things.
Yeah, it smells laundry, kind of like a laundry scent mixed with like Chanel No. 5 vibes.
Yes,
Right?
No. 5, that's what I was trying to figure out. Oh, that's not even bad.
So this one, I don't think I even told you, it's called Tamango by Leonard Paris. Tamango. Mango Tamango.
That's literally No. 5.
Yeah, it's very similar. Very similar. More laundry, more like fresh and light.
Well, that's why I liked it. I couldn't figure it out because I want to say laundry, but then it's like not that much laundry. That's like a. Would that be that wouldn't be considered a dupe, would it?
No, I don't think it's a dupe. I think it's its own thing. I think it's actually a little bit more like modern than No. 5. I feel like a lot of people might find No. 5 a little bit like heavy and like maybe outdated. This is in that territory, but because of the extra like laundry freshness, those types of aldehydes, it lifts it up. I wore this a couple times actually through the summer. It wears nicely, decent performance, like 5 hours, no problem. And for $20, I think one of the best ones I've smelled. This came from fragrancebuy.ca.
Okay, so for $20, if you've wanted to get into No. 5, but you're still at that point where you're like, I kind of like it, but I'm not sure, $20.
Yeah, just
That's
as
worth
like
giving
to
it a
feel
try.
it out. Yeah. And I got this also in PR from Oakcha. This is the collab with Paul Reacts, is a fragrance influencer on like TikTok. And so they made a dupe called Miss Girl, which is a blend of Tom Ford Lost Cherry and Baccarat Rouge. Yeah. It's very va-va-voom. Like the packaging suits it.
I smell the 540 out of here.
I smell more like Lost Cherry. It's very va-va-voom. If you like those two scents, you will like it. I don't love it. It's too much for me. I would never wear it. It's too sweet and intense and like all the things.
Yeah.
You know? I don't even need to smell it though. It is incredibly, incredibly strong. Cool concept, not for me. You?
Nor I.
Here's one from, oh God help me on this pronunciation, Benigna Parfums. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So luxe, so beautiful the packaging. Like, hang on, let's show you. This looks like it's made literally for royalty.
Oh, there's like a velvet bottom too.
Yeah.
So that when you put it on your table, it doesn't scratch it.
Yeah, they've thought of everything. So this is called Supreme Majesty. This is a rose oud in the category of, I would say, oud silk mood from Maison Francis Kurkdjian.
It's like an antique-y kind of like old library smell, you know?
That's what oud kind of comes off as a lot of the time.
Okay, yeah, but not the very like dark, intense oud where it's, you know, it's just like a very, yeah, like an or like you just open an old box from an attic that's been there for like God knows how long.
But in a good way, right?
It is nice, yeah. Very like classic, very mature.
Mature, yeah. Very
Definitely.
mature.
I'm still not over the box, to be honest. I mean, this alone is like, but yes, very nice.
I'm not over the bottle. This is full on like royalty, made for kings with.
Yeah, you literally have a crown on top, yeah.
I think this is actual gold too.
Like a very nice vintagey kind of oud. Airy though, not too intense.
I think
not the stinky like farm oud.
if you enjoy like Fragrance du Bois type of oud where it's very gentle, very smooth, and just kind of gives you an antique wood scent, or like MFK's like Oud Silk Mood where it's a very friendly oud.
Yeah.
And with it like a not overpowering sweet rose, just a very natural, true, but like deep red kind of rose.
Yeah, if you want that like really antique sort of smell.
You liked it. I wore this one night and you really liked
like
it. Yeah.
Could be for men easily too.
Great new brand, like super underrated brand and incredibly luxe. They do good. They do good smell.
Good.
And I have one from Byron called Black Dragon. I have not opened the box yet, so we open together.
That's another very bougie box.
Yeah, Byron has very bougie presentation. Really good fragrances too. But my favorite, and yours as well, was Green Butterfly, and now we have Black Dragon.
So you remember that antique room that we just stepped into with the other ones? Like another house.
A different house.
A different door.
Oh, we walked into a different door in that antique house.
Kinda, right? It's got that vintage, it's got that like old box that's been sitting in the attic for so long, but in like a good fragrance kind of way. But it's different from the other one. That's what I mean. It's like it's a different house. It's the same type of smell, but you're like, I don't know, halfway across the world at a different house. Or no?
Not sure I get that.
Really?
It's a little bit sweet. I was scared of the honey note in this scent, but it's a very, very subtle honey. For me, this is like a vanillic, woody scent. So yes, it is an antique in some ways of the woodiness, but
Right.
it reminds me of like if you took the scent profile of Goutal's Nuit Confidence or Dama Bianca, and then you just made it like super intense and added honey, it could be like a cousin of that type of scent, like that type of vanilla, maybe like a little bit of smokiness and woodiness. And on the skin, when I wore the sample, it developed that way for me, with like kind of like a smoky type of vanilla scent, but with a little bit of honey. I really like this. This is my second favorite from Byron. First one is still Green Butterfly. There's also a note of mango listed, which isn't really coming through.
No.
No. Honey I get, vanilla I get, amber I get, tobacco all the way, yeah. Woodiness, I guess sandalwood. Ah, you don't like sandalwood, but you can't pick it up in here.
That is not. No, it must be something different. Doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, it's a very good one. Also, I love dragons, so I initially was like, the name is
Just
already
dragons in
attracting
general, you
me.
like?
Yeah, I love dragons.
No.
You didn't know that?
Like Zog?
Like, not just Zog, but like legit dragons. You know, like I'm like a dragon person. I don't think people know that about me.
Like this?
Yeah. This is Zog for those of you who don't have kids and know.
Yeah, it used to be Max's favorite. Not so much lately.
Not lately.
He might be over it.
Then I have Circus Circus from Snif. No, not Circus Circus. Citrus Circus.
You're thinking about Vegas right now.
Uh-huh.
That's where we stayed.
Unfortunately, we did.
Yeah, it's not like one of the worst ones. It's
It
like
was
way outside of the strip.
We had to walk so long to get back to our hotel. Because it was cheap and I didn't know.
It was cheap. First timers, we had no idea.
Mistakes. So I'm not going to crack into the bottle yet because they send you a little sample. This is a citrusy kind of vanillic scent. Very easy to digest. Pleasant. I'm still working on how I feel about it.
Full on orange or tangerine or whatever.
It's sweet. It is like when you start like to peel a clementine, those like first little droplets that you get that are delightful.
If you crack open like an orange Fanta.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like this as a candle as well.
But that's my problem with that. It's like, okay, an orange Fanta, fine, but do I want to wear that? I'm not sure. It's like just full on orange or, tangerine or whichever one.
It's a nice scent. It's very nice. It's a nice citrus scent. Simplistic, pleasant. But if you are looking for like that real clementine type of scent, vanillic, like cream pop. You know what? Yeah.
If you want to just flat out wear that, then yes, that's what you're going to get.
They're going lately with their fragrances in a very like gourmand territory, I find.
Yeah.
This is cream pop. Like, you know those orange cream pops?
Yeah.
Creamsicle, whatever. What do you call those?
Right.
Yeah. Nice and like well done for that type of scent, and they're clean fragrances. So that's why I like the brand in general, is that they are clean fragrances. But lately their fragrances have been like a bit too gourmand for me, honestly.
Yeah, those popsicles that have like the orange and like the white ice cream on the inside.
Yeah.
That is exactly what you will smell like. Nothing less or nothing more. It's very...
That's it.
Yeah.
And last, I want to finish on like a real banger. This is a gem, like the unicorn of unicorns, if you guys know, from Jean Paul Gaultier. This is Gaultier 2. It fell into my lap magically, basically. I bought it. Didn't fall into my lap, but I had to track it down. It's a secret. It's good.
What does it smell like?
So it smells like, there's a fragrance that I have that I've talked about in previous videos called Sensual Dreams from the Gate Paris, which is a very, very good fragrance. This is kind of like that. It's a vanillic ambery scent. Very rich, very warm. One of the best ones from Jean Paul Gaultier for sure, for me.
It's not what I expected it to smell like. That's like a lot different than anything I've smelled.
Ever?
Kind of. What's similar to it?
The Sensual Dreams.
Oh.
But I guess you wouldn't remember
I don't know that. Or...
there's an oil I have from Oil Perfumery called Arabian Nights that's kind of like reminded me of that too. Very rich, warm, ambery, super cozy. Like, this is what I want from a designer ambery scent. They don't make them like they used to. Like, that's the bottom line, really. So I was really excited to track it down. I will have this available on the scented.ca, which is my decant shop, and you can sample a whole load of fragrances there. But yeah, I'm gonna have a limited amount of this one available because it's just my little unicorn that I found.
Is that what a good amber should smell like?
I feel yes. Okay, also if you guys like Initio Psychedelic Love, I think you would like this. Not that they're exactly the same or similar fragrances, but they're in the same general category. Like,
I think I just don't have enough experience with different amber scents. That's why I'm like kind of like what is it?
Well, like,
you know
amber,
what I mean?
Real amber doesn't smell. It's like, it's a rock.
Well,
right? So
sure, but like
perceived.
your typical amber.
They're warm,
scent.
usually warm scents, resinous type of like rich.
I could
cozy.
see how that could smell like a good rock. No,
Yeah.
really.
It smells like a good rock.
I mean, you sure?
Yeah. Cool. So that's it for our haul, our new goodies, what they smell like. It's always fun to discover new stuff. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.